So guys, women, okay? Imagine carrying a pregnancy till term and then you come lose your baby just because you never had a proper information on what to do during this period. It is very sad. Wewe umebeba mtoi vizuri the first trimester, the second trimester, the third trimester, and then unakuja unampoteza the last minute. Now, I'm saying this with a lot of empathy and sympathy, okay? Because there's a client who has texted me this morning saying this, okay? Hello, Mackenzie. My EDD was on April 10th, 2025 via LMP. Went to the hospital because I wasn't feeling any type of labor and was told to do an ultrasound. The ultrasound showed I was 40 weeks, 6 days, but I was told to go home until I have abdominal pains. Went back again twice and was told the same. So yesterday I could not hold it anymore. Decided to go in a different facility and was sent for another ultrasound. The ultrasound showed I was 43 weeks with placental insufficiency and an intrauterine fetal death. What might have been the problem? Because the baby looked old with long nails. How sad is that? Okay? How sad is that? 43 weeks via ultrasound. How sad is that? Now, I want us to talk about something called postdatism. What is postdatism? Postdatism is a pregnancy that has exceeded more than 41 weeks. Okay? Most people will tell you 42 weeks, but I usually say more than 41 weeks. A gestation that is more than 41 weeks via the ultrasound, okay? You're supposed to come back to the facility. It is a reason for induction, an indication for induction, all right? And that's why I usually say this, okay? At least do 3 ultrasound in your pregnancy, okay? There's something called an estimated date of delivery or estimated due date, okay? This estimated due date via LMP, that is the last menstrual period, calculates an estimation of 40 weeks. You might give birth from week 37, 38, 39, 40, okay? Or at least more than that, at least 1 week more than that, and 41. But anything more than 41 is considered postdatism, okay? It's not compulsory that you give birth on your estimated due date, but you might give birth minus the 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but plus 10. Anything more than plus 10 from your EDD is considered what? Postdatism. Only 5 out of 100 women give birth on their estimated due date. Okay? So let's talk about the complications or the risk factors that might happen because of what? Postdatism. It's not supposed to be taken lightly. Postdatism might cause placental aging, whereby the placenta gradually loses its efficiency and its efficacy, leading to reduced oxygen and nutrient supply to the fetus. And what will happen if the fetus does not get enough oxygen and enough nutrients? The fetus will die. All right? So it causes aging of the placenta. The placenta feels imefanya kazi yake ya kutosha. So in turn, inaanza to reduce the amount of what? Nutrients and oxygen to the fetus. And if the fetus does not get enough of all that, it will gradually die. Another complication is post-maturity syndrome. And when I talk about post-maturity syndrome, I mean a set of neonatal complications associated with dryness and peeling of the skin, okay? Elongated nails. The nails tend to overgrow, and increased risk of meconium aspiration, okay? And also overgrown hairs. Na unazaa mtoto mwenye anakaa ni mzee, the skills zinaanza kupeel, okay? Makucha inakuwa refu, alafu pia nywele inakuwa refu. Alright? So ukizaa mtoto anakaa ni umezaa mzee. Hadi unaweza shangaa. And also there's a risk of meconium aspiration. Okay? Anaweza kunywa hiyo, you see, babies usually poop kwa tumbo. So anaweza ikunywa way too much. And now that the masiku zimeanza kufika pia, it might start affecting him or her. Another risk associated with postdatism is macrosomia. Okay? Ideally, there is an estimated age and also weight of the baby in the womb. So when it comes to this, mtoto anatenda kukua mkubwa beyond what is expected. So the chances of you giving birth vaginally zinaanza kukua minimal. So you tend to go for CS. And if you'll come and deliver through vaginal birth, there's increased potential of birth traumas and also shoulder dystocia. Mtoto anang'ang'ana kutoka, na akitoka anakurarua. You can get even 4th degree tears. And you know what that leads to? Another risk is decreased amniotic fluid, what we call oligohydramnios. And also, chances of you getting a cord compression are very high. And once you get a cord compression because of the body size of your baby or the fetus, okay, chances of getting a lot of nutrients and supplies to the baby are very minimal. and thus it can cause a stillbirth, N, intrauterine fetal death or a stillbirth. Okay, and that is so sad, and this is what this woman went through. So I'll keep on insisting, okay? Monitor your deaths. Do an obstetric ultrasound. Anything that is more than 41 weeks, you have a right to go and tell the doctor if he sees it's fit to induce you. Don't just ignore it. More than 41 weeks, it can create a lot of complications, as I've told you. So kama umefikisha 41 weeks and you're not experiencing any labor or signs of labor, you can go to the facility, daktari akuangalia, that is a gynecologist, and decide if at all atakuinduce. Because as I've told you, postdatism is an indication for what? For induction. Alright? Don't just ignore, because unaweza pata una lose mtoto wako. Imagine carrying a pregnancy all this while. And if at all you go to a facility na unaona you're not getting enough attention, you can try and change. Seek second opinion from another facility. Alright? You always have that right, and also you always have a choice. Usiache mtoto wako afariki na umembeba for all that while. It is very sad. Alright? So that is postdatism. Anything more than 41 weeks. Most people will tell you 42 weeks, but we usually say 41 weeks. Alright? EDD yako, as I've told you, is 40 weeks. Alright? So just add a week and some few days. Sema kitu kama 10 days basi. Alright? So if after 10 days, after your EDD, you're not seeing any signs of labor, come to the facility, wakuangalie na wafanya obstetric ultrasound to rule out postdatism. Alright?